Blackstone presents It Seemed Like a Bad Idea at the Time, The Worst TV Shows in History and Other Things I Wrote, by Bruce Vilanch. This book is read by Bruce Vilanch. To Dolores Greenberg Friedman, the O.M. Introduction. Warning. Everything in this book happened before there were podcasts. I know, it may take some of you a moment to recover. But here's the interesting rub. This book happened because of podcasts. During COVID, podcasts spread almost as fast as the virus, and I got invited to be on a bunch of them. Almost all of them were hosted by people in their 20s and 30s, on lockdown, bored, surfing the internet 20 hours a day. Inevitably, they encountered some of my output that has been hanging onto the web like spiders waiting for you flies. Some of them are TV variety shows committed long before these young'uns were born, and naturally, when they took a look at them, their first question was always, how did this thing happen? A deeper dive usually revealed my name, and they came to me for an answer. And here it is, in your hands. A book about how I helped create the worst shows in television and lived. Creating the worst shows in television, of course, spilled over into helping create the worst shows in other media as well. And I have not spared you the details. Movies, Broadway musicals, reviews. Sooner or later, I wound up getting involved in more turkeys than the Osmonds at Thanksgiving. Oddly enough, the Osmond show I wrote for, Donnie and Marie, 1976 to 79, was a success, and even though most everything on TV during that period comes across as cringeworthy when viewed today, they didn't bother people too much back then. I worked on other things that were hits, believe it or not. 25 Oscar shows, some of them getting me Emmys, helped me live down the reputation of my first Oscar cast, an experience described in exquisite detail toward the end of these adventures. I've also had my hand in some of the most important successes of some very talented people, but all of that will have to run in place until the next book. My mission here is to answer the timeless question, why? Why did these things turn out the way they did? No one sets out to do a bad show. They just happen. Nothing in this book justifies any of what was done. It just describes, in jaw-dropping succession, how it happened. And if you want to add an SH to the front of the IT word, that could be one all-encompassing explanation. But the real stories are much more fun. 1. The Star Wars Holiday Special, 1978.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?